Hey guys, Joe here, and here we are in a brand new video. In this video, I'll be trying to go over how you can stop having the fear of facing other people and how you can start playing your best at every game, doing everything you can. Hopefully this video will help you. This gets a little deep, but not very deep, so maybe it'll help you, maybe it won't. If it does help you, make sure to leave a comment in this section down below and press the like button, but let's get to the topic at hand. Okay, so today we're pretty much going to be talking about how you can lose the fear of playing people that are better than you or that you think are better than you. Now, if you aren't actually very good at a game, you probably will have a bit of this fear, but if you aren't very good at this game, you really shouldn't think that you're about to win, so really you shouldn't have much of a fear. You should just know that you're going to lose. But let's say that you're actually going to some competitive stuff. Let's say you've spent quite a bit of time, maybe, I don't know, an hour or two every day playing your game, actually trying to learn, practicing to get better, as I've said in a previous video, and let's just say you're doing that. So now you actually have some time where you've had practice, you've become good. Let's say that you're winning quite a bit of matches online, or if you don't have online, you've been winning most of your matches versus people that are nearby you, and you really think that you're doing well. Well, let's say that in one of your first tournaments, you do pretty well. You don't lose, you don't win, you go even, 50%, but you don't find anybody that you really like that much. And that's okay. But let's go to another situation where you're in a second tournament where you are facing one of your favorite idols or one of the people that you really like, one of the people that you look up to. Now, you may have learned all their techs, you may have learned all their techniques, everything they do. You could have spent tons of time practicing, even more than they did, and you could just be playing out better than your idol. But let's say that you go into a game, and then what happens, which is going to be what mostly happens to most people, including me sometimes, is you'll just freeze up. You won't even know what to do. You'll just start playing the game. You'll be like, oh, I'm against this person that I love so much. I've been spending so much time watching them. I know exactly what they do. I know how to play the game. But then when you actually get in the game, you just can't do anything. You're just not even used to it. You see them and you're just wanting to talk to them. You want to do some stuff. You don't really want to fight them because, they're your idol. You really want to just have them be there. Or they might not even be your idol, they might just be somebody that you think is better than you, and if they do that, then you just kind of want to be there, you want to talk to them, and you want to see how you can personally get better, but at that time, you might actually be better than them. Now let's say that you are actually better than them. This is where the problem comes in, because you are better than the player that you really like, but you do not think that you're better. Now, a big thing in people's minds is that what you think is what actually happens. Let's say you think you can run a mile. Well, you can easily run a mile. Most people can do that unless they have a broken leg or something like that. Even if you're like really obese or something, it doesn't really matter. You can pretty much run a mile if you really try. It might be really hard for some people and might be easier for some people, but you can easily run a mile. So that pretty much shows some stuff in your head. What's in your head really goes into your body. If you get really bored halfway through the mile, you'll probably stop. Or if you just really don't want to do it, you'll probably stop. So now we'll have to put this to the game. So, pretty much what it is if you really want to win, and if you aren't thinking about the opponent that much, you'll probably win. You'll probably complete the mile, you'll do pretty well. But let's say that you're thinking just about the opponent, you're thinking about how they're so much better than you, how you can't win them. Well, obviously you're thinking that you can only go halfway, you won't be able to beat them, you won't be able to even fight them. They'll have won the game before the game has even started, and that is really bad for you. So now that we've gone over this, we can go how you can actually fix this and fix your problem. Now, this may have been a little bit rambly, but hopefully you're going to learn something overall from this end portion. So what you can do to fix this problem is, first, what I usually do, get a music player. Put some music in your ears, try to do something like that. Try to ignore the person that you're facing. If you do that, you probably won't even think about them that much. You might still, but if you play some pretty high music, they might even not be there in your mind. That only works for some people, though. Secondly, what I could really do is just talk to them and realize that they're humans too. Realize that they really aren't that much better than you. If they are legitimately a lot better than you, of course you won't win. But if you do actually know that you're really good and that they're really good, you should have a chance, so you really shouldn't think that they're so much better than you. For a third thing, you really just have to try to boost your self-confidence. This is a really important thing, especially in video games, because in real life, and not really real life I guess, I hate when people say that, but in life itself, when you have your self-confidence down, it's just like I said earlier, you won't be able to complete the mile. So what you have to do is maybe beforehand play a few matches with some friends that you know, play with some friends that you hopefully can win a lot, or that are just really close matches. Try to get yourself to get a little bit of a boost in your self-confidence. Try to win a few of those, do pretty well, and if you do start to win, or especially if you start to win in a tournament, you should be able to have that self-confidence build up and be ready to fight during the match. Now one thing though, you should not let your self-confidence blow up over the top. You don't want to think that you're way better than the opponent that you've been looking up to. You don't want to do that. That's a really bad idea, because if you do that, then they might not, well, they'll probably not even know who you are, and that could really be bad for you. You could think that you're so much better than them, and then that really makes you play sloppy, because when you think you're better than someone, you won't try your hardest, but they'll probably still be trying their hardest because they won't know about you, and they won't really think that you're much better than them. So really in this, you just have to make sure that you have some self-confidence, make sure that you think you can win, make sure that you really try to build that self-confidence by winning games, practicing a lot, 2, maybe 3 hours a day if you really want to win this person. But other than that, you just really have to try your best, you have to learn from your mistakes, and you just really have to believe that you can beat this person if you try hard enough. You can be anybody you want to as long as you practice long enough, as long as you learn all the techniques, as long as you put a lot of hard work into it. So remember that, that's the moral of the story. Put hard work into it, and do everything like that, and you should be able to do whatever you want, and you'll be able to complete any task that you need to in video games, and even in life in general. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you have taken something from this video. I know it did get a little bit rambly. I am once again not using a script. Anyways, I don't like doing scripts on these videos, I've realized. It kind of comes more from my heart and more stuff like that if I do use no scripts. So tell me if you like that, or tell me if you really hate these newer videos without scripts, and tell me if you want me to go back and go without scripts. So hopefully you'll like the scripts, and if not, then I guess that's too bad for me, and I'll just have to go back to scripts. Thank you guys for watching once again. See you guys next time.